Every time you dip this, just be very careful. By the time the potatoes are boiling, I'm gonna quickly make the batter. So I've taken at least 3 to 4 cups of gram flour. Yeah, and now I'm gonna pinch some asafoetida. It is very important again to keep the digestion in mind. You can take a pinch of asafoetida or at least 1 teaspoon. That will be more than enough. Pinch of turmeric or haldi for the color. Next, pinch of salt. Make sure the salt is not too much, as we're gonna put salt in the mashed potato also. Pinch of red chili powder. Now add water and mix it properly. There should be no lumps, guys, just remember that. Again, water it has to have a thick consistency because we need to soak our bread slices into this. So it should not be liquidy. Yeah, it should have a good thick consistency for the fritters, for the pakora. Now this is thick, so of course I'm gonna add more water. So guys, basically I have seen while growing up, my mom used to only put these spices which I put in the batter, but I also know of other people who would like to put a lot of things inside the batter, like the garam masala powder, cumin powder and all of that. For me, I like to keep it to the basic, only the 4 things that I showed you in the batter, because the rest of the spices I'm gonna put in the potato peas mashed bharta. So I don't want both the tastes to be same, you know. So I think it makes sense. And the batter is completely ready, perfectly ready. Guys, once you have boiled the peas and the potatoes, now just simply remove the skin. See, some people keep the skin also of the potato, but I prefer removing it. And just simply mash them together. I peeled off the potatoes, and as you can see, I have added the vegetables which I wanted to add. Basically, in this bread pakora, ideally it's always boiled potatoes and green peas, but and of course the coriander or the cilantro or dhania. I have also added green chilies and as you can see, red pepper, yellow pepper. You can add in some more veggies if you want. I just wanted to stick to these stuff. So now I'm going to mash it further, like really well. The peas, as you can see, are quite like this. It has to be mashed, and don't judge me for using my hand because you need to use your hand to mash all this properly. So I have to mash it again properly before giving the tadka. How a well mashed potato stuffing looks like. Guys, as I mentioned earlier that the peas should be like really well mashed, but it's okay. I just realized even if it's not, as long as the potatoes are mashed properly, it's fine. Make sure the potatoes don't have the lumps, you know. It has to be mashed really well. For the tadka, heat little oil in the pan. I'm using the same pan where I mashed the potatoes, so you can see the potatoes, which is fine because I'm using the same pan for again deep frying. So you don't have to waste a lot of dishes. You can use one dish only. So let the oil heat up, and then we're gonna add the curry leaves and the mustard seeds. The oil is heated well. Add some mustard seeds and curry leaves. While the curry leaves are still green, or it should not be brown, we add the potato bharta or the stuffing. Mix it well before we add all the brown spices. While keeping the flame on low to medium, I have added all the spices, as you can see. The cumin powder, coriander powder, salt obviously, and the chaat masala powder. Now please stir it well. We just have to cook for a while before we stuff this inside the bread. Okay. Taste the salt if you need to add some salt. So guys, if you have noticed, I have not put any red chili powder or turmeric powder here because we have already added that in the butter. So this way it's better. Now using the same pan, you can use another. I'm heating enough oil because I need to deep fry the pakoras, the stuffed sandwiches. So again, use your judgment how much oil you need for the deep fry. So for the bread pakoras, we need one sandwich bread, not one, like as many as you want. So guys, I've taken the white bread because it's okay to be healthy, but sometimes you need to make some things or some snacks the way they are. I could have easily used brown bread, but it would not give the exact taste the way I have, had, or the way I remember while growing up during my childhood. So white bread is recommended for the bread pakoras. Then the batter of the gram flour is already ready, and the mashed potatoes also ready. So we just gonna mix all these three together and dip it in the oil. That's it. Simply take enough amount of mashed potato, spread it over the bread like this, cover another slice of the bread on top, and now we have to cut it into triangle. Guys, as you can see, I have cut the bread into triangle. Now the next step would be to dip it into the gram flour batter. Very carefully, the bread should not break. Just dip it, and yes, your hands would get immersed also. It's fine. Just dip it properly. And very carefully dip the bread into the oil for deep fry. Very carefully, guys. So let it get brown, and then we have to flip the side. See how the pakoras are getting heated so well. So I already flipped the side, and as you see, the brown is just perfect. So I just cook it for another like 1 minute, and then this pakora is done. Trust me guys, it's a very good option for some evening time snack, along with your tea, coffee or some chai. And you gotta try this. You would love it for sure. Every time you dip this, just be very careful. Obviously, you can soak the excess oil or just rubbing the tissue paper. I mostly love chai with a little bit of ginger and cardamom. I'm just gonna mash them and add them to my hot boiling water. Hello friends, pakode